Like, hey, if I feel that I'm overwhelmed or like it's just too much, it just becomes like I feel like I'm being pulled in every direction. Every time I look up, somebody wants something from me. And it may not necessarily be like monetary or time. It's like my energy. Yeah. And I feel like I ain't got no energy or I'm full of everybody else's energy. Yeah. Then I'm like, I'm very much, I'm gonna take everything I can take until I can't take nothing. Yeah. So I'll be like, okay, I gotta stop right now. I can't, I'm off.
So is it kind of like, do you ever get in a space to where like, you know, like you pouring out your cup, nobody pouring in your cup?
Yeah, for sure.
And like, how can I pour out of a cup that ain't got nothing in it?
Me and Tia was just talking about that.
Like you refilling your own cup.
Yeah.
I can't keep refilling my own cup.
I feel like people I don't want to cuss, but.
Okay. It's us.
She was like, I feel like people don't fuck with you how you fuck with them. That would be her biggest thing. She'd be like, you do so much for people and fuck with them at such a level just off the strength of that's just who you are. Yeah. And then you don't get it back. But I told her, I don't care about getting it back.
It's not about that.
Yeah, because my replenishment, for me, my replenishment and my restoration comes from God and the ancestors. So I don't do looking for people to do for me. Now, when I am in a situation where it's like, you know what, I need somebody to fuck with me right now. Yeah. Like I kind of need some appreciation. Yeah. You know, like.
And sometimes you don't know it. Like it could be a part where you don't realize. Because as you said that, I resonated with that instantly because I have friends that tell me that all the time. Like, bro, like, nah, Kelly, bro, you a good person. Like you know, like, but ain't nobody giving back. And like, ain't nobody. I'm like, bro, I tell you, like, that's not how I move. That's not the reason I'm doing it. I do it because this is how I was raised, who I am. Like, I think people forget how to be humans. You know what I mean? Like, as humans, bro, we naturally supposed to like look out for each other, help each other out. Or just, you know, and I'm like a 110 all in or I'm not in at all. Like that's the type of person I am.
My biggest thing right now, like I told you, I just started therapy. I had my first session. My biggest thing right now.
Did you cry your first session?
Nah, I wanted to cry.
I didn't
know her like that. I don't cry in front of people.
Nah, see, my shit was like on
virtual.
Virtual.
Oh, we was in person.
But our shit wasn't the real therapy session. It was like the pre shit to see if we was gonna fuck with each other, not to see if, bro. Yeah, I started talking and she's just like, my shit started going. I'm like, I didn't like break down crying, but I felt it. It was
I felt it.
And I was like, I was emotional and basically.
I knew when I got in the car I was gonna cry.
She was just telling me, she was just like, you know, like. You have so much stuff built up inside of you that you don't even know what all it is. So in order for this to work, you just have to be 100% just open. Yeah. That's the only way this is gonna work. And I had to just like reevaluate some shit with myself.
Was that before you started ink therapy?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Right before I started ink therapy. Cause I'm like, you do have to be 100% open in therapy. Mm-hmm. Like you have to. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I think people look at like being vulnerable as like a soft or a bad thing. Mm-hmm. So it's like I look at a person like people seeing me as the type of person I am. It's like you can see me vulnerable. I'm fine with that. Yeah. Like you know I'm cool with being who I am, expressing my emotions however they are come up. If it offends you or make you feel some type of way, like or if you want to make fun of whatever, I don't care. It doesn't.
But it wasn't until you went to your therapist and had that conversation?
Yeah. Well. Talking about me being able
actually
to be
being
vulnerable.
open and being vulnerable.
I could do that, but I would definitely walk around with like I would say like I'm like an avatar.
I could be vulnerable in my art, like that's easy. Now, it's easy now, but even I'm
pretty sure that was a transition still.
It was definitely a transition because I'm not a vulnerable person. Like, I didn't see my mom cry until 2018.
Your whole life.
My whole life. I don't cry in front of people. That's what I said in the therapy session.
But did you feel like you was about to?
I cried by myself. I felt like I was about to, and I was like, I'ma just chill. Like I'ma just.
That's crazy.
Chill.
You can control that.
And then I'll be out of here. Yeah. But no, like so for me, vulnerability.
It don't have to be crying.
No, I mean even being vulnerable.
Yeah.
But like that just wasn't me. Like I have 5 older brothers.
Yeah.
So a lot of people be like, you a nigga. But, because I'm not emotional. I remember I was dating someone one time, and I told him, I was like, we don't have to, and I really loved him. But I was like, we don't have to keep telling each other we love one another. Like, we've said it. So we know, like, you know I love you.
Oh, okay.
I was like, you know I love you. I know you love me. Like, we don't have to do that.
Keep saying it.
Like, let's not. I'm telling you, vulnerability was very hard for me. So, like.
You feel like you're going to get taken advantage of?
Not even, I just felt it was uncomfortable.
I feel it. I feel that.
I'm a person, even being down, like I'm a person who I told the therapist, I said, I'm an upper.
Yeah.
Like if we talking drugs, I'm an upper, not do drugs, but like I'm the high that people want. Yeah. Because I'm always gonna put them in a good mood. I'm always gonna be up. I'm always there.
Yeah. Like I'm not here. I'm here.
Yeah. I'm never calling people with my problems. I think
I'm like a solution based. I'm not like a problem based. Like I don't want to like live in
That's
like
me. The moment of what's wrong. Like I always say, we here now. Now what?
Or we not. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What direction?
I'm very black and white, so.
That's why I say the same thing. Yeah. I'm black and white, and I'm right. Whatever it is, I'm just call it for what it is, and hopefully you can deal with it and handle it.
But I think that's why patience for me is hard, because in patience you have to live in the gray area, and it's
You do. Yeah. I never thought about that, but you do. You definitely have to live in that gray area when it comes to patience, because if you just talk about just patient with people, like that's an area where it's like, man, like you're not on your time. Yeah. You on their time, but then also like a lot of times they be so caught up in them that they not even conscious of your time. Yes. And that can make you like resent people, situations. A lot of stuff can happen in that gray area, but you don't know where. I think
with me, and tell me if you went through this, right? Yeah. Because you've been you.
Yeah, for sure.
So before tattooing, even as a musician, I feel like I run into so many people now that's like, oh man, let me get a pic, or let me this, or they think that's their only time that they will see me. Yeah. So for them, it's like, I gotta get this now. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times I'm late to stuff. Yeah. But it's never my fault. I can't be the mean person. So I'm like, okay, if a person want a picture, okay, cool. They want to talk. So my first therapy session, I was 20 minutes late. We had to start on the phone because I'm at a rental car place. They're taking forever. I tell them I have to be somewhere at a certain time. So they're like, okay, cool. Now the dude knew I was rushing. Yeah. He gets me the car and then he was like, hey, you got a P.O. box? Because he goes into his spiel of his pitch. I already told you I gotta go. But it's like, I can't leave and I can't rush you.
I want to be rude and cut you off.
But I really do gotta go. So I'm like, okay, all right.
You know what I learned in that regard is, because I'm that same way. Mm-hmm. I like to just be present in whatever I am at that moment. But if it is something I gotta do and I realize that some people about to turn it into something, I like, hey, look, I'm tapped in. I gotta go. Look, hit me up, text me, DM me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool to hear what you. I just don't want to think I'm cutting you out. And I just let them. I just try to keep it as blunt and straightforward as possible, as I can. Like, hey, this is this. Yeah. And I try to just keep it right there. Like, because if not, then you're always. It has to be a disconnect. Yeah. I had to learn that, and it's tough sometimes. Like you have to disconnect from things, from people, from situations. Just it's so many things of disconnecting where it comes into, but those type of situations, like it's tough to manage because you just don't want to be. If you're a certain type of person, bro, we got big hearts, bro. Yeah. So it's like, bro, I'm not trying to hurt you.
I don't want you to. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you, and I'm considering you, but where's my consideration? So I think I'm at this point of like, I'm at a point in my life right now that I've never experienced before. Yeah. And that's even why I was like, okay, I need to go see a therapist. Because like I say, I do unplugs, but now I'm at this point where I don't even want a phone anymore. Like I want to just not have a phone. I want reach me via email, or when I'm with Tia, you can call her phone. But I don't want a phone. And Jewel told me the other day, she was like, you said that multiple times now. I said, I really think I'm about to get rid of a phone.